You won't believe what I'm about to say." Anna's husband Matt got into a stranger's car and just vanished. Loretta stood stunned, emotions surging in her heart. She never expected Matt to do this. Even though she was boiling with anger, she knew this wasn't the time to act rashly, so she decided to stay calm. She took the girl to the park to play, and safely took her home when she yawned. The next time she saw Matt, Loretta's eyes were a canvas of anger and confusion, but she chose to remain silent. When Matt asked her opinion on the new CEO, Loretta seized the moment. She subtly hinted to Matt, hoping he would realize his mistake himself. After all, she just wanted him to be his best self. "I just want her to be happy, of course. She absolutely deserves it. Yes, she really does." Back at the office, Loretta wanted to tell Annie the truth, but she just couldn't find the courage. Despite having 70 years of life confronted with this emotional tangle, she felt overwhelmed. Then Annie asked Loretta to join her on a trip. The purpose to attend an interview for the new CEO position. Loretta felt completely at a loss, and was even unable to meet Anna's eyes directly. "At my age, folks get tired. That's my excuse. Feel like I haven't seen you at all." After some intense soul-searching, Loretta decided to join Annie on her trip, determined to make her move. She wanted Annie to know Matt's true colors, but couldn't spit it out, gazing at Annie filled with hope for the future. Ultimately, she couldn't bear to dash her hopes, and soon they reached the San Francisco hotel. The two chatted like best friends all night, but in reality, Annie had caught on to Matt's betrayal 2 weeks ago. She was filled with pain and struggle, but she understood how crucial family integrity was for her and her daughter. Thus, she tried hard to save the marriage, even blaming herself for being too career-focused and neglecting Matt's feelings. Deep down in her heart, Annie still harbored the hope of starting afresh with Matt, which constituted one of the reasons why she decided to interview the new CEO. Despite understanding these truths, she struggled to summon the courage to face reality. She was apprehensive that after dedicating herself entirely to her work, she might end up being buried alongside the stranger, and this fear caused her to waver in her decision. Loretta sought to ease Anna's anxiety with humor, as the movie showed couples lovingly embracing. Anna's thoughts drifted far away, quickly leading her into dreamland, while Loretta sat quietly beside her. The next day, Loretta just sat there, glued to the TV talk about a slice of life. I just sat there, staring at the screen, as if the whole world paused in that moment. Waves of nostalgia washed over Loretta as she drove Annie to the interview with the new CEO the next day, excitement mixed with a hint of anxiety. Upon arrival, Loretta graciously opened the car door for Annie. "Thanks, but you really have to open your own door." Unlike before, after this interview, Annie came out beaming, and Loretta instantly noticed the change. She keenly sensed Anna's approval, though Annie said she had hired the new CEO. Even as Annie excitedly talked about the candidate's capabilities, Loretta caught a hint of uncertainty in her eyes that was hard to miss. After returning home, Annie shared the good news with her husband, promising that she'd have more time for family in the future. She chose not to expose her husband's lies, thinking it might be the best choice for them and their kids. She hoped to salvage their shaky marriage by sacrificing her career. Yet she was not certain if Matt would truly cherish her efforts and dedication. She feared her sacrifices might not lead to real happiness, and this inner turmoil kept Annie awake at night. She craved a clear answer, but feared potential disappointment. Before making a final decision, Annie decided to ask Loretta's opinion. Though the answer may linger in her heart, she seems to lack courage to face change. Loretta avoided family talks, reminiscing about taking Annie to the warehouse first time. She had always held the firm belief that Annie would achieve success, given that Annie was incredibly meticulous in her work, always pushing herself to reach the pinnacle of excellence. It almost seemed as though Loretta possessed an innate ability to read people's hearts. It was as if she could hear Anna's inner voice, understanding her struggles and doubts. With Loretta's encouragement, Annie finally made up her mind. No matter what, she wouldn't abandon her dream. Upon arriving at the office to reject the CEO role, her husband suddenly appeared out of nowhere, sending her heart racing. He bluntly admitted his error, begging for Anna's forgiveness. I thought I could make it work. I thought I could be the boyfriend you always dreamed of, but somewhere along the way, I lost myself. I thought I was going to lose you, but really, I lost myself. In this world, I've lost my own identity. I'm now ready to do anything to make it up. I love you. I will work even harder if you would be willing to give me another chance. I love you. They attempted to push me away, but they had no idea. If you take a picture of me with your phone, it'll just make me uneasy.